Hi, welcome back, y'all, to Kabaki Videos. Please introduce yourself.
My name's Tanya.
Hi, Tanya. I'd like to ask you, how are you homeless?
Yes.
How long you been homeless?
Around 6 years now.
Okay, 6 years. We would like to know, what do you think that would help your situation or the community of the homeless people, in your own words? Could you tell us about that?
So I came out here. I was sober for almost 2 years. I had just had two babies. I had twins, and they were sick. My daughter was very sick, and she had really bad health problems, and I had nowhere to live because she couldn't live in community living. So the sober house that we lived in was no longer fit. In DCF, the only option that they were giving me was they'll take my kids. So I brought them to my mother's house, and I came out here to try to be a good mom and get us housing. And I got raped and HIV, and then I ended up back out here.
So, in other words, you lost hope because
Yeah.
of the situation that you were in. So, basically, you're saying to me that they promised you some help and then they took your kids?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Could you explain to me, what in your situation right now, what would help you get better?
Um, I I've been like tired of the drug game for a long time. It's just basically like I can't be out here and clean. I just can't. The long nights, the constant insults, the constant judgment and attacks from outside people and inside people, because you have the outside people saying that you're a junkie, you're disgusting, you're a sad excuse for a life, and then you get the people that are the same as you saying you think you're better than because you want something better than, and there's no middle ground. You don't fit nowhere. Not everybody's just happy and having a good time getting high. Some people made a bad choice and are just dealing with the repercussions that come along with it because they don't feel like there's anything to go back to.
I see. I see. So, basically, you feel that the system's failed you.
Oh, no, they definitely have. The hospital that kicked me out because I had a Swiss Army knife in my bag and wouldn't give me a rape kit or preventative medication.
Could you name the hospital?
BMC. Or the housing people and the mayor who did this big housing thing, but because I didn't want to be on the TV and shame my family's name any more than what I'm already doing to my mother being out here, I'm still on the street. I still don't have a place to go, and because I'm not a drug dealer paying them.
Wow, that is heavy.
We have a girl who's missing right now. We all know that she's dead, but she went missing a couple days before Christmas. No one's giving us any answers. They're not even trying to find where she went. But there's a video of her getting killed behind this store. Okay? And they sit there, they watch us get beat, raped, robbed, and they do nothing to help us. I have no teeth from getting jumped by 4 males with bricks, and I walked up to a cop car for help, and he rolled up his window and drove away.
This is Boston Police.
Boston, this was in Andrew Square.
Wow. You heard it here first, people, at Kabaki Videos, what Boston's Finest does and what Mayor Wu consistently claims that she's helping the homeless. Well, honey, this is the homeless. This is the homeless. We're talking to it right here. So, Mayor Wu Wu, I hope you're listening.
Why are there brand new people out here getting housing before the people that were here 7 years ago? And why do I have to not have my family because a dealer is going to jump me over a place to go when I have all of the qualifications to be an advocate for housing? I'm high risk. My health is in danger. I have children. I have HIV. Why am I still out here dying? When someone who just moved, someone who's not even homeless, they go home every other day and they just moved out to the street a week ago and think it's fun.
Wow. You heard it here first.
I'm not even on their forms. I'm not even on Elliot's thing. They do like a questionnaire to place you in housing. They don't even have my name written down anywhere. I still go to the needle exchange. I still use healthcare for the homeless. I still go to the engagement center. Why hasn't anybody looked for me? How am I supposed to know that this is a step in order to get help if when I reach out to the people that I am sent to, they get, well, we don't have nothing, go away. But you don't add my name to some sort of list? And when I turned myself in to get clean time so that I could get housing and give myself a fighting chance, the day before I got released, they sent Neil from Barbara McGinnis up to tell me that they gave away my fucking placement and that I was being discharged to the street with nowhere to go. And I had just turned myself in and taken time for nothing.
So, basically, Kabaki videos, we're getting a real deal here, honey. You're saying that you went for help, correct?
Yep, because I don't think that you should just move into a house and have a full-blown addiction.
You're absolutely right.
You're not going to be able to keep your housing. You're just going to lose it somehow, and it's going to screw you for later on.
You're absolutely
But that's why
right.
I was out here, was to get that. And I ignored like any type of trying to get it because I didn't think I deserved it, because I promised my kids when I had that I'd be home to pick them up. And I wasn't able to do that. So it was hard for me, but I don't want a home to use in or to turn into a trap house. So I turned myself in and had them sentence me so that I could get a couple of months of sobriety before I go into an apartment. Because that's what always has me relapse. Is I do the programs, the whole thing all the way through, halfway house, sober house, and then what? I'm back on the street homeless with nowhere to go.
So that's a trigger. That's what you're saying in itself. Of course, you heard it here first. She does all the steps. Kabaki videos. You heard this first here. She does all the steps. Mervu, I hope you're listening.
I end up using for survival. You cannot be clean in recovery, surrounded by addicts that are physically harming you and robbing you and raping you and beating you, whether you like it or not. There's nothing that you can do to prevent it, because if there was, I'd be the person who could have managed to succeed. I fly under the radar. I don't borrow nothing from nobody. I pay for everything I need, and I help everybody. And I don't, I don't hop in cars or anything. So everybody around here trusts me. So if there was a way for you to get through this life and just have your head like down and fly by, it's not an option. Somebody will see you, and then they'll think, oh, she thinks she's cute and she can just come and bob and weave, and then they'll make it a point to hurt me because of that.
Wow. Honey, all I can say to you is try to keep your head up, and we're going to air this as soon as possible. Kabaki videos, you heard it here first. She said she tried to get clean. She went through all the steps, and you guys let her go with no place to go. What kind of crap is that?
Gave away my place.
Gave away her house. Excuse me.
They told me that they had placement for me for the day I released for 3 months. 3 months. Because the second I turned myself in, I wrote a letter right over to there saying to my case manager, I turned myself in so that I could get help with the housing. Please come up and see me as soon as possible so we can start getting this rolling, because I don't want to be released without a plan, because I don't want to relapse. I want to have a chance. I'm getting too old. This is getting too old.
I get it. I get it. I get it. Well, thanks again. What's your cash app? Maybe somebody could send. Do you have a cash app? Maybe somebody could send you money or.
Becca, what's your cash app?
Becca, my boo, too cute.
Becca, my boo, too cute.
Okay, people, you heard it first here. Becca Too Cute, is her cash app. So if you want to help her in any way, you can. Thanks again for the interview, and you guys have a stress-free, blessed day. You heard it here first, Kabaki videos. We doing the damn thing. Bye.